EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Pickett. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll look to throw. Finds Pickens outright. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Let's go now. 10 black.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Gibson.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson to about the 33-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down, left, 95.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In motion left, that's Jackson. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him, 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
He'll let it fly for Austin, and that is incomplete.
The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Troy Pride that time gets the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. You got to get the ball.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Number ready. Field, flat. 55, ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Anderson right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Ready, 45, right.
He'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Pickett's throw taken in here by Jackson. First target, first catch, and a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go, come on!
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. It's caught by Jackson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
46 to Mike, 46. Let's go.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Patterson going to bring this down to the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Gibson again. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Pickett. Got
his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. Right side caught by Jackson. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he is going to lose yardage here. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's brought down. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready, 25, right. Get that ball. Practice, 6.
2nd and 9 now. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First and 10, it's Patterson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Gibson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
46 to Mike, 46. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
This is Anderson, and he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Pickett to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot for Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending, because it wasn't just a one touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game.